My friends, welcome back to another Combat Patrol review, issue 51. So this one, we get Pallid Witch Flesh, some highlighting paints here, and Pink Horror. So, in this issue, obviously they explain what we get. We get Pallid Witch Flesh, Pink Horror, and Battlefield Essentials. So before we start, we do have some data sheets. Obviously, because we're going on to the Leagues of Votann now. So here is our first sheet there. And on the back, we have Faction Emblem, Leagues of Votann. Some more data sheets here. Also, our Boom Daka Snazwagon for the Orcs, coming in a later issue. And some of our stratagems there. Moving on. Some terrain pieces and some more objectives. Some more that side as well. Actually, you see the reverse here as well. So, let's get down. Issue 51. So, I'll open the first page. How to paint, like we usually get here. Pallid Witch Flesh, start highlighting your minis, Fury Seals there as well, and also the Book of the Librarian. Mechanics Standard Grey, more highlighting, and your work in progress there with your Ultramarines and also your Chaplain on Bike. Eldari, Pallid Witch Flesh, Pink Horror, some Mechanicus Standard Grey, and then your work in progress here for your Eldari. And moving on, Neds, Termagants, get some highlights there with the Von Ryan Leapers. Highlights and carapace here, some more Pink Horror. And then your work in progress here with your Neds. So, read. Leagues of Votann, Seekers and Deliverers. We've got some art here. The line of the army of the Leagues of Votann stand unweary under fire. So I'm going to leave this here. Anyone wants to have a read? The lore. At least apply with this magazine. Some different equipment that they use. A Hecaton Land Fortress carries forward a unit of stalwart Ken soldiers. And the same down here. Some armies on parade there. Chronicles of the Gen. With a bit of a timeline on exactly what's going on in their lore. And then some artwork there, I guess, of Carl. So, bit more talking here. Just leave that there. I want to read. Same with the next one going down. Mercenaries of the Groner's hegemony. Leap charge against the invading Tyranids. Fires of conflict. So in this one, obviously this is our play scenario. And then we have our different factions here. The Space Marines going all the way down to our World Eaters. So see, these are all the factions that we're getting in the magazine. Campaign setting, and then I'll leave that there. Anyone wants to have a read of this? And then going down, got some old school here. Obviously an Orc Great Gargant there back in the day. And I can't remember what they were called, one of these Titans. But this is going back, probably artwork from many years ago with like White Dwarf magazine for scenario back in maybe late 80s, early 90s. And then a bit of a spill here with all of our factions that we have. As for the Space Marines, for example, as Tales of Chaos, Corruption, and Xenos activity reach Space Marines, They send out a strike fleet to investigate and purge the area. On their arrival, they uncover rumours of ancient technology scattered throughout the area. They're lost the ages. They are ordered to pursue and recover it at all costs. So, again, I'll just leave this here for a little bit and won't start reading the others. And then moving on. Playing the campaign here. Campaign players. More campaign articles with campaign progression. I'll just leave that there and once I read. Showing like our battle mats, for example, and how they're going to be laid out. So using combat patrols as well. Substitute units. Obviously, what we've been they've been covering with like the sort of like when they finish the faction off in these magazines, there's kind of one more model, i.e. your chaplain and your parasite of Mortrakes. Also with like what else do we get? Oh, we got the Wraith Guard for the Eldari, for example. Combat patrol missions. Playing games. Basic rules. Core rules, which they are pretty much, I think, covered most of them in these magazines. Winning the campaign. Faction victory. And campaign victory. And then your victory tracker, that's what they give you in this one. So, from the Space Marines, Tyranids, Eldari, Chaos Space Marines, Orcs, Leagues of Votann, and the Dynasty of the Cults, and Astra Militarum, Well Eaters. As I always do, we're on the Orcs at the moment with the Leagues of Votann, with the bit of a battle scenario there with well painted minis. And then look forward, issue 52, we start our Leagues of Votann, Call, and then Bonds of Honor. And we have issue 53, which are our Harlequin Warriors, paint updates, and Ancestor Cores. And that is it, my friends. And I will see you all very soon on the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.